Hey everyone, welcome back to another Sims 4 mod review. Today we're going to be going back to RPO, which is the Relationship Pregnancy Overhaul mod by Lampino. Really hope that I'm saying that correctly, but I've covered this mod a lot on my channel. Recently there was an update for Module 10. This is in early access, so it's not available to the public yet, but it is an overhaul of the separation, divorce, and like child custody module of RPO, which is one of the things that I love about this mod so much is it's so realistic and really does uplift your Sims 4 game in general, just giving more interactions and more storylines to play with. So today we're going to be checking out the new module 10 overhaul. You know, she redid it all and it's supposedly a lot better than the last version of it, so I was able to game test it. Very excited, so let's get into it. This is my Sims 4 family and they're about to have a great day. Anyways, we gotta start off with having my Sims parents get divorced. So I brought in 2 children because there is a reason for that. You can do what is called, child support, get some money from your baby daddies. Anyways, what I did want to start off with first is the settings. So we're going to go to my sim and we're going to go ahead and go to actions, and then you have RPO collection. We're going to click that and just go to global settings. I'm not really sure what she was doing there, but we'll move on. What you want to go down to is the separations right here. So the child support system. You can do custody in the Sims with RPO. This is, again, the new overhaul of it. So we're going to go ahead and click this one to be on and modify that setting, and then we'll scroll back down to it again because you're able to basically put however much you want. So if you want to make some bank off of your children in the Sims, you can make it for 1,000 simoleons a week. You can make it however you want. I think we'll do 1,000 just to have some fun today. We'll go ahead and modify this. So now when my Sim gets divorced, depending on where the custody lies for the children, she'll be able to get some child support. Hopefully we'll be able to cover in this channel today. Anyways, going back off of those settings, we will now start with the divorce proceedings. So I think what I'll have them do is maybe sit on this couch. They can sit here. Come on, guys. I'm going to pause this game so they don't get up, because I know they're going to get up and they're just going to really piss me off. And I can't deal with that today. Anyways, so I'm going to use this Sim, Marion, whatever. We'll just call him Mario. He's going to click. We're going to click on what? See, I told you she was gonna get up. She's really pissing me off today. Anyways, we're gonna click on this. We had a bit of a hiccup. They actually weren't married, which was weird, so I ended up fixing that. Short marriage in the Sims though, because we're gonna have my Sim go over and get this party started. So we're gonna click and go to relationship and pregnancy, like we've done many times that I've covered it on this channel. Makeup and breakup. And then you can either demand a temporary separation or like permanently, which is what we're gonna do. Now, if you do it angrily, it probably will not work out the best. And I'm here to show you guys all of the stuff. So we're gonna do amicably. And so stop talking to your daughters and go divorce your wife. Oh no, they're getting a divorce. I kind of feel bad, but like, what am I gonna do? So then obviously with the new romance thing, you'll get it strained, which you can say yes to. You can go and say this is temporary or this is over, permanent it is, and that's what we're gonna do. Now here's where things are a little interesting. In the past, if you play with this mod or if you watched my last mod review on this, you can basically click on different things that your Sim might have the reason for separating with their partner, or now you can basically choose a specific one. If they don't have it on here, you can write your own. Now personally, I don't know what to write. I think this could be one. I found Bella Goth. Maybe it's not on there, but maybe my Sim, had fallen in love with Bella Goth, and you just can click OK. And then up top, it'll tell you the reason, which I think is very cool because it allows you to have more storyline and make up your own, situation as to what happened. But now this is where it gets fun. So what are they doing? So in order for us to, I'm actually going to pause this because I don't trust them to stay in one spot. They're going to get up and move, and I need to explain. We're going to go back to relationship, family, and pregnancy, go back to makeup and breakup. Now there's a few things that you can do. You can go settle splitting of estate. It'll basically split, your funds. You can finalize divorce. I wouldn't do this if you have children. You might want to work out the custody. And how to do that is to ask them to move out permanently. But before I do that, I did want to show you the custody visits. As you can see, they're grayed out, so we can't do anything until one of the partners have moved out. So we're going to do that right now, which is why you need to ask which sim you want to move out. You can either have your other sim ask your sim so that you can just get a new house, or you can ask your partner to move out and get their own home. I'm going to try and split that equally. Yeah, that's fine. And then basically once you hit the check mark, it'll have you travel with the sim that you asked to move out, which is why I'm saying if you maybe didn't want to live in the old house you were with, maybe you want to start over, you could buy a house. I think it'd be really funny if I have him buy this house right here. They could be next door neighbors. I don't know if that's a little toxic or not, like having your ex move over to the house next to you. Like, this is how you play the Sims though. If your Sims game isn't messy, then you're not doing it right. All right, this is his house. I don't want to play with Mario. I want to play with my own sim, so you can just go ahead and hit save and go to manage worlds. And then we'll go back into my humble abode. All right, we're back. So here's where the fun begins again. We're going to click on my sim, go back to RPO, and then go to makeup and breakup because we need to look for a divorce lawyer. That's like number one on the list, is to look for that divorce lawyer. And then once we get on the phone to look for a divorce lawyer, there will be stuff that pops up. Now, personally, when I've played with this, I haven't really noticed like a difference with different representation that you pick, especially if you're doing settling estates. That I've always lost money on that. I've never gained any money from it. Maybe today will be my lucky day, but it also does take into account of like your Sims, like career, money, like net worth, all of that stuff. So if your Sim that you have now has a little bit of money, I probably wouldn't do settling the estate because you might lose all of that, which is not good. But we'll do the expensive representation, which is about 16. I think it depends because last time I play tested this, it was like 1200, and then they're gonna go and meet with that lawyer while the children just, you know, they have no clue. They don't know what's going on. But once my sim gets home, before I go to the custody and all of that stuff, I'm pretty sure you can ask your Sims children, ask which parent they want to live with. So for instance, we can go up to Raylan and be like, you know, where do you want to go? You know, who do you want to stay with? You are able to, as a player, choose which house they stay at, or you can let fate decide. So if Raylan's unsure of which one she wants to live with, she can always cancel it out, but it is an option if you wanted your child to stay with you that you could just pick whichever sim you were playing with and have them stay there. So because I'm unsure, you can do that with each kid, so it's not just, you know, for the one. But we're gonna go and play this properly. And basically, we could go and settle the estate, but we should probably do the... Okay, that's kind of rude for you to interrupt me about a balanced meal. But what we will do is deal with the custody first. So we're gonna go back here, custody visits. And again, you can do player choice or you can do fate choice. Now, I say we do the fate because player, obviously, you just click on this and it'll tell you, you know, which player, you know, which sim goes where. But we're gonna do the fate one. So let's do this one. We'll click on Mario. I know that's not his name, but that's just what I'm gonna call him. And then they'll go off to a rabbit hole and let the court officials do their job while the kids just stay at home. They got no clue. She's like levitating. All right, so we're going to, I think if I remember correctly, you pick one kid and then you pick the other, and then it should pop up here. So it says Naya obtained custody of Haley, and then custody for Haley has been, okay, and then Naya got full custody. So maybe that's where that divorce lawyer comes in, because every time I've gone with the expensive representation, and if you don't do it for your other Sims, then like I've always gotten my kids in my Sims game. Like they've never not been with me. So here's where it gets a little more interesting. Because we've got two of the kids here, I'm gonna pause this again because again, I don't trust this game. If I click on my sim, going back into, you know, this panel, we haven't gotten a divorce yet. And I, you know, honestly, for the gameplay of it, let's just go and settle the splitting of the estate. So I would honestly, you know, read this. You know, we did assign custody, the child custody. So we're gonna go ahead and settling the estate. So she's gonna call her lawyer and be like, yo, I need your help. Now, because she's got custody of the kids, I'm wondering if we get the money, because I think I did it wrong today when I was play testing it. I didn't do the custody first, and I just went into settling the estate. Maybe I can ask for their opinion. What do you think's gonna happen? You think we're gonna get money? I wonder what they're talking about. They got no clue. I do wish that a part of this mod would let you, like, explain, like, hey, me and your father, we're getting a divorce. And they don't really let you do that unless I'm missing something. But as far as I'm concerned of, you can't really talk to them about it, which is kind of sad because I feel like you should be able to do that. Reminisce about wedding day. That's diabolical. Or you can make small talk with them, but you can't really, like, say anything. You can just ask them, like, oh, which parent you want to live in? And they're, like, probably confused. They're like, what do you mean? Anyway, she should be wrapping up here shortly. How did we lose money? This is ridiculous. You don't need money. Mario does not need money. My sim needs money. She doesn't even have a job and Mario has a job. Anyways, we're gonna finalize this because I've had enough of Mario, and I'm so glad I made the decision to make child support 1,000 simoleons a week, because that means I get 2,000 simoleons a week now, if I've done my math correctly. But now they're finalizing the divorce. The kids are still playing with their dolls, oblivious to what's going on. Okay, so they're officially over. Okay, so once they're divorced, you can always go back into the custody panel, and basically you're allowed to do like shared custody where they'll spend like 3 days on, 3 days off. And then you can also call Mario to send like the children over to the house. So it's not like fully like, you know, you don't have to, you know, keep them forever. You can still let them go visit their other parents, which I do like this feature, so I can like choose for both kids to go over, and you have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 days. Now, I'm pretty sure in the last version there was only 3-day visits, but this one now you can send them over for 5. I'll just do 1 just to show you like the different options you get. Your Sims, like exes, can also reach out to ask for timed visits, or they can reach out if they have like full custody or whatever and ask you to watch the kids because they've got something coming up. So that part is pretty realistic. I'm not sure how exactly the child support works because I haven't really gotten a notification from that yet. But like once the kids go, they'll be walking over. I mean, honestly, they should just be walking over here, but then the kids will be gone for that time and out of your household. So you can kind of do whatever you want. You can also click on your sim and go back to this custody thing and call to check on the children themselves. You got to do this one at a time, but since you're asking, I'd rather be home, you can say you have to see the other parent too, or I'll think about ending the visit. As my kid's upset, I wouldn't want to keep her in an environment where she's upset, so I'll think about ending the visit. But I do need to check with the other child, the other spawn. So we're gonna go back in here, and I think it was Haley that was upset, so we're gonna ask Raylan what's going on. If both kids say they want to stay home, like they want to come back, I might up that child support. All right, well, I guess we'll end the video. I meant not the video. We'll get the children back. Jeez. We'll go ahead and grab the children. Okay, they clearly did not want to stay at their other household, their other parents. They're mad. I don't know what's going on. All right, the kids are back. They should be coming back. As you can see, they're still in this household. They should be, you know, on their way. Can you actually see them like walking? It does take a little bit of time for them to come back to the household. Maybe if I exit out of what they're doing, they'll come back. We'll just have to give them some space. You know, it is The Sims, so I don't expect, you know, fast-paced results. You know, what if I invite over Mario over to the lot to maybe see if I can get this child support thing working? Maybe I gotta talk to him. Custody. Oh, here we go. Here we go. So you actually have to talk with your partner. I knew it was something like this. So once we go to custody and visits, you can ask to take child for a visit. You can set up that shared custody, or you can add the child support. Mario or Naya will pay child support if one of them has custody of more than one child. Well, I've got 2 of them. I don't know why he's sad. He's the one that essentially asked for the divorce. What does this argue about child support? What's going on here? Oh, the satisfaction's gone. No crap. It's gone. You know, they got a divorce. I'm not sure when these payments come through, so I might actually play, you know, until we get the payments just so you guys can see. All right, so what I'm gonna do is wait a few days in The Sims, see if I get the child support. Once we get the child support, I'll show you guys the shared visits, and that should kind of wrap up all the stuff in the new revamp for this mod. So I haven't gotten anything yet, but I did want to show you guys that Mario did ask to get a custody visit soon. So basically what I'm gonna say is soon won't be possible just because I am still waiting on this child support thing, and not that necessarily you can't get it if you do send them over, but the kids last time didn't like it, so I don't think I'm gonna send them over again. I don't know how he's gonna react to that, but it is Saturday and they're weekly payments, so we're getting closer to the day that it should come up, and one of my children went into a bear phase, so not really liking that. So it is Sunday, but we did the custody thing a little later. It does say weekly, like I had mentioned before, but I haven't really gotten anything yet, and I can't remember exactly what time I had my sim arrange that custody thing. I want to say it was like Saturday night. Mario keeps reaching out to me, and these are one of the things that will pop up of them asking to get you back, even though they were the one to call for the divorce. So I'm saying, new phone, who is this? Because I don't need to deal with that. My sim doesn't need that. Also, this house has something in here that is causing my sims to think it is disgusting, and I can't for the life of me figure it out. I've already deleted most of the bottles that have had like the bad smell coming out of them, and I don't know where the others are. Okay, here we go. I got the $2,000 with the child support. This is what it looks like. So now we can get into the other part. Now I'm not exactly sure if you still get the child support if you do shared custody, because it's mainly for the parent that has more children in their custody. So the sim who has custody of more, yeah. Anyways. Oh, and we got another, did we get another $2,000? It looks like we got $4,000. I'm not going to complain on that. Anyways, so essentially what you can do to do shared custody is, again, going to custody visits and then doing the ask Mario to set up shared custody. When you do this, it will pop up on your sims. We just keep on getting them. I don't know if that's a glitch or not, but I'm not going to complain if we're getting paid that much. Children are a lot, especially in The Sims. But they'll call their ex and say, listen, shared custody. So now we'll go 3 days on, 3 days off. So I'm not really sure. There's actually no way, guys. We got another, okay, I think they're going to their dad's house, but we keep on getting child support payments. I'm not gonna say that it's wrong. I'm not gonna complain, but you should only be getting them. We keep on getting them. You should only be getting them once, a payment once. Oh my goodness. They keep on coming in. I mean, honestly, this is kind of a good glitch. Anyways, that's pretty much all of the mod for the RPO Module 10, which is custody and visits, and also the divorce and all that stuff. So completely revamps your game. We're gonna let my sims, you know, do their own thing for now. It's been a wild ride. She just keeps on getting paid. We're gonna leave it there. Thank you all so much for watching today's video. Hopefully you all enjoyed this little updated version of Module 10. Hopefully it gives you some more storylines of your Sims 4 game to help spice it up, because again, if you're not playing The Sims in a messy way, then what are you doing in The Sims? Anyways, with that being said, thank you all so much for watching today's video. Again, if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and comment down below. And if you want to hit that subscribe button to never miss another YouTube video like this again, go ahead and click that subscribe button. Make sure to turn on your post notifications so you never miss another mod review on this channel. And with that, I will see you all on Friday for a very exciting video. You're getting a lot of exciting stuff this week. We had Paris. Now we're in the land of divorce and child custody. And on Friday, there has been a recently updated mod that we will be jumping into, but I'll keep my mouth shut on that. Anyways, I'll see you guys on Friday.